Um, so let me do one more thing. I think it's important. And I'm probably going to stop right there for time's sake. Remember, I broke down whole theos on our first session. This is Mashiach. This is the word of Yah that's doing all these things. In Arki, in the head of, in the beginning of, right? In that beginning, we have Hotheos creating, right? So in the beginning,
Hebrew.
you have the word
You're
of
talking about
Yah.
the Bible, the creation. But he's finishing.
In the beginning, you have the word of Yah creating the heavens and the earth. Yorenan kaitin gin. Gin. But the earth was unseen and unready, uninhabitable. It wasn't fit for living. And darkness was upon the face of the abyss. And Numa Theo, or the Spirit of God, bore upon the waters. And that's deep because that gives it an image of almost like vibrating sound, more vibration, like frequency or something. Like something's happening, all right, upon the water. And who said it? The word of Yah, Hotheos, said, let there be light, Phos, and there was light. And God beheld, Elohim, all right? You have beheld the light, that it was good. And God, or Elohim, or Hotheos, the word of Yah, parted between the light and the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness, Skotos, he called night. And there was evening, and there was evening, agenito, and there was evening. That's like almost like saying haya, haya. That's like it became. It came to be. I gotta probably go to the Hebrew on that one too. It came to be evening. And it came to be morning, day one. But see, you don't get that in this English jank. You get, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. Well, in your modern mindset, because you don't know antiquity and you don't know back in the day like that, you read it like it is. In your modern times, it says, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So you have Hebrews that are walking around right now that say, like, right now is the Sabbath. They're going to say that this is the Sabbath day, and it's dark. Hey, right there it says, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So the evening's at night, and then you got the morning, the light. So that's the first day. So a Hebrew day allegedly is from darkness to the light, not from light to light. That's what people believe because they're reading this in without understanding. Literally, and we can see about going to the Hebrew on this one, and then we'll break it down. Stop. I'm looking for where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Cool. Mm-hmm. Where'd it go? Hold on a second. Check. Yeah. It's not complete. Am I missing that? Oh, I am missing that. Man, y'all, your boy was over here like, I was looking for a hod. I was like, where is hod at? And I couldn't find it. I'm over here. I didn't see it. It's over here. Okay. Yamori's all right. I was getting worried for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. So this is breaking down Yai. This is in regards to like Haya, or the root is Haya. Became, it came to be. And it came to be morning, Boker, Yom Ahad, day one. Right? So the key thing is right here. Right here. This is the key right here. In regards to that, it became, right? Vayi, Erev, Vayi, Boker, Yom Ahad. Right? So this is, it came to pass. So it came to pass evening and came to pass morning, day one. All right. So we're going to get into this more tomorrow, and we're going to get into the actual day, week, and month tomorrow. Okay. So I'm not going to go too much deeper into this right now. We'll stop right here tonight because we'll be too late. We'll stop right here. All right. So anybody have any questions? Any statements? Any comments? Go ahead.
I just
Hallelujah.
Rachel,
Okay,
I wanted to give a word of encouragement. Destiny said right off, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to remember all that," and you said, "Ooh, all of that is Greek to us." That's exactly how I felt, and it was like when I used to watch you at the beginning on those, and the day after you did the live, and it's like, "What is this?" And it was just. And now it's like, I'm not saying, I'm a scholar in it or not, but I remember this and in reading it and doing my word studies now, it is so awesome. And as a matter of fact, I had to make a very hard decision about my Hebrew class over Aleph Tav. And so I have some questions on that. And I know you're going to get into it, but yeah, these young people, once they get that basics down, they're just going to fly through, and it's going to help them with some of the things that we learned that we should have been doing in the Moads, but not understanding the Hebrew alphabet and what those letters meant. It's a big challenge because, like I said, we have this Western mindset, and some of our teachers, the teacher that I had kept saying, we know Hebrew, it's in our DNA. And it is. And, a lot of things that you pointed out that we say, like you was going back to the African people and just their normal pronunciation of the words is more closer to, what we learned from supposedly the discoverers of our language. And I mean, I'm so excited that you're repeating this. This is good.
Yeah, it's foundational. It's needed. What I would say is be bold, have strength, don't give up in your mind. Like if you've already given up in your mind, then you're already defeated.
I'm saying I'm 75, and if I can get it, yeah, because I was I was transitioning into what the world called retirement. It's like, no, I mean, it's going to be exciting.
It is going to be exciting because if you like, it's no different. Like some of our people, we talk a good talk. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, wish we could. And when the opportunity is here, like this stuff is free. I'm not charging no dollars, no ducats, right? It's just your time and your patience. And we're going to go through this. And it's one of those things where if you stick it out, it'll flow, it'll make sense to you. All right. Now, not everything is going to make sense right away. It may take you some time to process through, but you gotta go deeper than you have been, right? The key issue for me with this is the fact that I don't want you to be deceived, because there's a lot of people that they look apart, they look a certain way, they may be appealing, they're very charismatic, they may have a following, they may have influence, and they're wrong. I need you to have access to the resources for yourself. And so that if someone does say something crazy, you can go, nah, that ain't it. That's not right. I learned that in class, right? And you guys have each other for accountability partners to be accountable one to another. I will tell you, depending on your background and your experience, it may be like, whoa, this is a lot, but it's not. All right. Dedicate the time and it'll make sense. I will do my part to guide you through this. But what I ask of you is don't give up on yourself. That's what I will say. Don't give up on yourself. So tomorrow we're going to lay this thing out. And it's going to be pretty smooth. We're going to lay this out again, going through Genesis chapter 1. And we're going to go through the details of Genesis chapter 1. We're going to go through when a day begins, when a week begins, like how you count your week, and when does a month begin. All right. Now, I'll leave it at that. But we're going to break all that down tomorrow, definitively tomorrow. So that will be like, so have your notepad ready. Get you a sketch pad to take notes. You got to draw some pictures or something, because we're going to get through it tomorrow. All right. Before I go, does anyone else have anything they want to say or any edifying words to the house of Israel before we go into tomorrow?
I'd just like to say, Maury, this has given me a different perspective. It's opened up the vista for me. You know, I used to wonder why the Sabbath began at night, and it didn't make sense to me if the Most High divided the light from the darkness. And I kept hearing people saying it started at night. It didn't make any sense to me. So I thank you for bringing this to us this evening. It's a blessing for sure. It has opened things up for me, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Anybody
Hallelujah.
else?
Yeah, and I want to say as well, Murray, that's why I always praise y'all for bringing me to this platform. I love to study, I love to do my research, but upon me getting here, right, try to listen to different people, never really got into the camps. However, I wondered the same thing because read scripture and knew that Elohim preferred to the day as light, right? And I know Yahusha, even said to one of his disciples, well, isn't there 12 hours in a day, right? But then, like Imam was saying, people saying starts Friday night to sundown Saturday. I'm just like, okay, the math is way off, right? And I'm just gonna stick with the text, right? And then I'm just gonna keep seeking understanding. So again, I praise y'all for that. I praise y'all for you as well, and on your continued, teachings.
Yeah, praise y'all. This is gonna get real deep, y'all. It's gonna get deep. So let me kind of break this down real quick. Many of you in the assemblies I steward over, we've gone through Torah Foundation study, okay, and we've gone through some of these key things, but we're gonna go wider than we've gone before. Many of you are on different levels of where you're at in Genesis, right? Some are on like Genesis chapter 4 or 5 or 6 or 8. Some are on 30, right? So there's different things going on here, but we're going to go that Torah foundation study depth and go wide. It's going to go real wide. So because time is of the essence, I don't want anyone deceived. And there's some key things that we need to get through. So again, we're going to be in the Bible. We're going to be in the Septuagint. We're going to be in Enoch. We're going to be in Jubilees. We're going to be in Jasher. We're going to be in Josephus. Trying to think where else. Yeah, we're gonna be in there. All right, Natasha, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I was just sitting here, all the comments, especially what Imadora said. I originally, before really finding this ministry and fellowship, was just looking at Hebrew, going on YouTube, and a lot of it, you see all of our, the counterfeits, teaching it or bringing it to light. So that was kind of my first introduction to the alphabet and the vowels. But to really break it down with this assembly and your leadership, Moray, with the Hebraic mindset, as well as with family members, where we all can just say, ooh, this may be overwhelming, but as Imadora said, like, it's in our DNA. So seeing all of our faces, even hearing it for the first time or second time, or just trying to get it with your instruction, Moray, is a blessing from Yah, because it does kind of just, again, shake your ruach, kind of, your spirit. It just seems familiar, like, where have I heard this before? And even trying to figure it out, just looking at each other's faces and knowing the truth of who we are and whose we are. So Torah Yah, just for just allowing your obedience to really offering that to your family members, not just without pay, but on such a foundational level. So out of time, wanted to add that what Imadora said just really rang true. Like, you start off, you don't think you're gonna get any of this, but it's just like his ruach. It's just like, yes, this is yours. I'm yours and you're mine. So praise Yah.
Praise Yah. There's so much to go into. Powerful, edifying testimonies and words. Man, it's amazing. Praise Yah. Destiny, go ahead, please.
I just wanted to say that this is pretty cool for me because I used to want to be a polyglot, so I would dabble in other languages and whatnot and learn the alphabets. But getting into the Hebrew, this is gonna be something, and it's gonna be nice being able to go back, like, all the way back to the beginning and to see how things were translated and misinterpreted and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for what you're doing. It's like, I can't wait to see that for myself. Like, how they
it's
took words and then, misconstrued them, and how it messed up people's understanding and whatnot. So
yeah, we're gonna get to it. Like, that's why it's very important to look at the Greek for your doctrine, foundational doctrine, and then the Hebrew Masoretic. If you want to learn Hebrew, to read Hebrew, to write Hebrew, start there. But for doctrine, you definitely got to have a balance of both. And when we get into the Besorah, you're going to see how the New Testament is heavily rooted in the Septuagint over the Masoretic. But again, they both balance each other out. The problem is, again, the translations. You know what I'm saying? Because if these people are translating for their own culture to the best of their understanding, and so it's not going to be accurate. It's not going to be that good. You know what I mean? Which is why it's like, and there was evening and morning the first day.
yeah, that never made sense to me as a child. I remember just reading the word and seeing like how things are inconsistent. Like, I couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, why is this like written so retarded? Like I can't get it.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was essentially I don't know why they messed up that part, but you can see where even where Seventh-day Adventists, they own it. You know what I'm saying? They swear, hey, Friday night, we in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can fellowship on Friday night, but that's not the Sabbath. And it's definitely not the Sabbath day. Don't start at night. That ain't even make no sense.
Yeah, I remember hearing that and it just confused me. I'm like, how does the day begin at night? Like, I don't know.
No, we'll work it out. And what's amazing is it aligns with nature and it aligns with the cycle of life when it comes to birth to death. So it's like, what are we doing? We'll break it all down tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Sleep well, get some rest. I look forward to hearing your testimonies tomorrow. And yeah, may the Most High bless you and keep you. All right. Be blessed, fam.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Bye, Lato.
Hey,
Oh.
stay safe.
Shabbat shalom.